Hey y'all, this is Just a Touch of J, and I'm coming at you, getting ready to put it all out there in pieces, baby. What's cracking with my babies, huh? What y'all out there doing? Y'all out there shining on them, Cause they hate it, baby. Living your best life, huh? Doing what it is that you do, huh? Man, what y'all out there doing, huh? Matter of fact, look, I don't even know why I asked you, because I already know what y'all out there doing. Y'all out there shining on them because they hate it, baby, ain't you? Yes, Y'all like it when I do it like that, don't you? Look, man, oh my gosh, man, I know y'all out there being so thorough and so wise. And why do I know that y'all are out there being thorough and wise? Come on now. Number one, it's because God made you that way. Oh my gosh, shout out to you, God. Yes, for making them, thorough and wise. All of us out there. This is Just a Touch of J, baby. I got to put this out there in pieces for you. And why is the second reason that I know that y'all are out there shining on them? Because they hate it, baby, and being thorough and wise? Come on, man. Because y'all are out here listening to me, right? And you got to be thorough. And you got to be wise, baby, if you are out here listening to me. Because like I said, this is Just a Touch of J, baby. Y'all know I put it out there in pieces for you. So listen. Oh my gosh. I got to give a shout out to my haters, right? And what do I say to these haters, y'all? Hi, haters, because y'all need this work too. Yes, baby, y'all need this work too. And if you're just tuning in to the Just a Touch of J experience and you don't understand why I say that, first of all, because when you shining on them, and they hating it, baby. They like, wait a minute, hold on. What's going on? What's going on over here? They skating on over to the left. They trying to figure out what's going on. And what happens is they come on over. They listening and they peeking. They trying to figure it out. And what happens is they wind up getting that work too because they need it. God says, I'm going to prepare a table for you, in the presence of your enemies. Your enemies are going to watch you eat. And, this is Just a Touch of J. He putting it out there in pieces for them. All right. So look. Mama got to drop a dime on y'all. Y'all know it's Comment Creeping Saturdays. But before I do, I got to tell y'all thank you, man. Oh, my gosh. I love y'all. Y'all are so thorough and so wise. I love my babies. Yes. Y'all are out here doing what it is that you do. Support your girl. Thank you. Y'all over at My Name is RONI76 on Instagram, baby. Showing me love. Y'all are on Making Love in V's Kitchen on IG. Veronica's Guides and Making Love in the Kitchen. Y'all got the Just a Touch of J ad rocking. Y'all are rocking with y'all girl. And then you know what else? Oh my gosh, y'all got me rocking in almost like 200 places. It's like 200 places now worldwide, like Indonesia, France, London, Japan, Madagascar, child. Y'all got me rocking everywhere. Yes, Barbados, y'all got me rocking. Look, y'all got me rocking in Switzerland. Okay, y'all got me rocking in Egypt. Look, this is Just a Touch of J, baby. Look at here, okay? I'm just out here trying to put it out there in pieces for you. Okay, that's it. So I just want to tell y'all thank you. I love y'all. Thank you for your love and support. So look, Mama got to go ahead and drop this dime on you, and I got to move on over to the left. So listen here. Child, I'm out here comment creeping. Yes, child. It's Comment Creeping Saturdays, and Mama got to go ahead and, put that work out there for you. I got to put it out there in pieces for you. Okay, baby? I have to. So, I'm over here creeping. And I told you I'm going to do the creeping on Facebook. And guess what I find? Shout out to you, my aunt, Vic. She over here posting comments, y'all. Let me tell y'all what she was out here posting. Child, listen. This what she put up on her page, okay? What's the most commonly asked question at a family reunion, cookout, barbecue, or shindig? Okay, now listen. This is Just Such a J, baby. Mama got to put this out there in pieces for you. I have to, okay? So, here we go. Let's talk about this. This is what the first person said, okay? Who made the potato salad? Yeah, listen here. Look, I ain't even going to act like I don't come to the barbecue and say, who made that potato salad? Because, people be having, like, dirty kitchens and stuff like that, and they don't be having their stuff together. You got some family members. You like, look, I don't know how they putting it out there in pieces, but I got to be careful. So, somebody said, who made the potato salad? Okay? Look, that is like the number one question. That's what Vic said, okay? Now, here we go. Here's the next one. Where's the tinfoil? Yes, because I need like a to-go plate before everybody else, go ahead and try to put their stuff out there in pieces before they try to go ahead and grab their stuff. I'm like this. Look, I need that like right now. Like while I'm making my first plate, y'all out there, do y'all do that too? Like when you go to the barbecue shindig or whatever's going on, like you like where the full at? So I go ahead and get my pieces, okay? Because you already know what's going on. Somebody else said this. Why she makes so many to-go plates? She live alone. Look, okay, you need a plate for like every day. Right? Y'all understand that you need a plate. You like, look, this is going to be my food on Monday. I got to go to work on Tuesday. And lunch, I need this Wednesday. You got it all wrapped up. You know what's going on. That's why she needs so many plates. Child, this is just a suggestion. I'm trying to put this out there in pieces for you. Okay, when are you getting married? Child, what? Why y'all always got to ask that? Like, it be like the old, I think it be the old heads and the young ones. People who, who got issues and stuff. Look, they try to go ahead and do that stuff and put it out there. Yes, child, they off the hook. They trying to put it out there in pieces on a sneak tip talking about something. When you getting married? When you getting divorced? When you getting married? That's what you should tell them. Here go the next one, y'all. Who grilling? Child, you always got to know who on the grill. Especially if it's like a barbecue. Look. Who is grilling? So I know, if y'all are doing it sanitary, if the meat is going to be dry or if it's not. I don't eat meat anymore, but look, who grilling vegetables or something? Like, who is grilling? Who's on the grill? Because the people that's on the grill, the person on the grill, they got to have some type of skill. So definitely, I can agree with that. Okay, sometimes they make their own sauce. Everybody got their own thing. So who's grilling? Look. Here goes somebody else. Child, how many kids do she have now? I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's the oldest one there. The little fresh one right there. So that's number 5 and number 6. Then she got one in her arms that's barely out of Pampers. And she pregnant with another one. 7, 8. Lord have mercy. And I hear that. What she say? Wait a minute. Oh, she said, and I hear that they all don't have the same fathers. Child, listen here. Okay. Y'all ever go to the barbecue and you like, damn, look at her. She got like 8 kids, child, 8 different baby daddies. This is just a touch of J, baby. Look, she's trying to put it out there in pieces for y'all. Stop it. Don't judge them. Sometimes it's just what they do, Look. Sometimes life happens and you don't have the same baby daddy, or whatever. Don't get mad at them, but y'all out there asking them questions. And I can't even lie. I have gone to a few and I'm like, damn, how many kids she got now? Is that the same dad? Because they all look different. Some of them might look like they Hispanic or light skinned, some of them dark. Look, this is just a touch of J, baby. Y'all know y'all be putting that thing out there in pieces for them, asking these questions. Here goes somebody else. Yo, cuz, who are these white people? Are they related to us? Now, look, here we go with this one. Look, this is crazy because, look, everybody in my family is like white damn near. So we have Caucasians that's in the family. I ain't no problem with that because that's my bloodline. I'm dark. I got a couple other people. Shout out to you, Onk. Onk is dark, but a lot of them are light. Donnie, shout out to you, baby. You got married today. Oh, my God. It's just I love this whole marriage thing. Yes, you understand what I'm saying? But some of them are dark. But like my mom and everybody else, they light because we got that, Caucasian stuff going on. So that does happen. We have a lot of that going on, but it's just so many of us, that it doesn't really matter. But I can imagine somebody going to a barbecue like, who are these white people? Who are these people? Are they in the family too? Look, I mean, I've been raised that way, so I've seen that my whole life. But some of y'all might be going through that. Y'all might be going through that. When you get married, here that one go again. Like, tell them mind their business, child. Where are these people from? Yes, when you start seeing all these people, these new people, you like, wait a minute, where they come from? And they like, oh, that's cousin from the South, or that's cousin from this. You like, I don't know about all that. Y'all out there doing that. Child, where's the after party? Yes. That's what somebody else said. Like, whose house are we going to after this thing is over? Because it's hot. You know, I'm trying to chill. What y'all doing after this? Yeah, I can relate. Are y'all out there asking them questions too? Like, where's the after party? We going to the club? We going to the bar? You know, what are we doing after this? We going to such and such house? It's just a touch of J, baby. I'm just trying to put it out there in pieces for you. Somebody says they got 4 places to go, but what did they bring? Child, yes. Like, hold on. Like, you sitting there, right? You and your peoples. They come to the family reunion, the shindig, the barbecue, whatever it is. And they got, like, they gathering all these plates. They got, like, 4 plates. And you looking at them. And y'all looking at each other like, hold on, wait a minute. Why they got, like, 4 places? Did they bring anything? They got 4 plates. Did they bring anything? You know? Y'all out there answering them questions. How about this one? Who made the potato salad? Again. Because it's like something about the potato salad. It's like I feel like you just need to make sure that everything is sanitary when they do that old potato salad. Okay, so how you been? Child, that is like the number one question. How you been? What's going on? What's happening? Because it's like, you know, it's a conversation starter. Open-end question. Like, you have to kind of answer that. Okay, so I can see that being a question. Does she know he's still married? Child! You know you got that uncle, that cousin, you know that player. Yes, child. They come to the barbecue and they bring that thing with them. You know that hot thing. You know, but you like, damn, that's you. Okay, look at you. Looking all good and everything. Look at what you done brought up in here. But, you know, in the background, everybody like this. Child, do they know? Does she know that he's still married? You know, look, man, just a touch of Jay. Come on, because sometimes they don't know. Or, you know, they do know. Look, I don't know what's going on. Here goes somebody else. Where's the girlfriend? So, look, let's just say this. You got this girlfriend that you always bring everywhere, right? And all of a sudden, you don't bring her. They like, shoot, where the girlfriend at? What happened? Or you bring somebody else. And they like this. What happened to the girlfriend? Look, y'all, like I said, this is just a Saturday. Y'all are out here really asking these questions. You are. Okay, wait a minute. Where's the hot sauce? First of all, I got my own hot sauce. Don't bring hot sauce. Because I don't have time. Because I got food allergies and stuff. And I got to make sure I had the right hot sauce. Okay, right now I'm rocking with Louisiana. That's what pop up. Shout out to you, Grandpa Satterfield. We grew up on that. Louisiana hot sauce. That work. You don't know about it, y'all. Y'all better go ahead and try them pieces because that's their goodness. But, you know, people are asking, you know, especially African-American descent, you know, Native American, you know, black people. Yeah, we ask, where is the hot sauce? You know, oh, shoot. Look at this one. What did underscore, they like put a little blank right there, bring so I don't touch it. Yes, y'all ever know somebody who can't cook? Just nasty, like. Look, y'all know I make Love and V's kitchen, baby. Okay? Did y'all hear that? I had to put my Barry White, Janet Jackson voice on for you, baby. Yes. Mama makes Love and V's kitchen, so I know what I'm doing. But you know, some people don't know how to cook, baby, and they think they do. And you know, you like, wait a minute, where's her stuff at? What did she bring or what did he bring? Because I don't want to touch it. Okay? Look, God, that's a true one. Somebody actually said that is so true. Okay? Again, who made the potato salad? We can't get past that. You got to know because it's just something about them mixing their hands with it and all that. Make sure y'all go over to Making Love and V's kitchen because I had put a little potato salad out there for y'all. And Mama had on gloves. Yes, y'all. Just a touch of J. No, I'm just putting it out there in pieces for you. Okay, here we go with this one. When will the food be ready? Y'all ever go somewhere and the food ain't ready? You waiting like, what is going on? Like, why they still cooking on the grill? They knew they said 3 o'clock. Child, let me tell y'all something. I gotta give y'all a confession. I grew up around people who don't be eating till like late. Now, if it's like a barbecue or something like that, then it's different. But if it's like Thanksgiving, like they be eating like 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night, child, 7 o'clock. Jeez, them pieces. Look, when will the food be ready? Okay, so that's a question there. Again, somebody said, who made the potato salad? Okay, who told blank to bring blank? And we don't get along. So basically, okay, y'all been at this little shindig, little barbecue, whatever's going on, and somebody brings somebody else. And you like, I don't like her. I don't like him. You gonna bring him up in here. Who told y'all to bring them? Y'all know we don't get along. It's a lot of that going on. Y'all out here doing that trickery. And y'all don't like none of that catty type of stuff. So you don't want the person to come. But people are entitled to bring who they want to bring. Oh, hold on. Here goes somebody. That's not smoked turkey in them greens. Child, yes. Like, look, what's up in the greens? Is it pork? Is it beef? Is it smoked turkey? Is it chicken? What's up in them greens? Child, listen. If y'all download the Just a Touch of J mobile app, Mama got seafood collard greens on there. And I may, if you hit me up and call me up, give you the recipe. But look, you do need to know. You have to know. Who the heck put that? What y'all put up in them greens? Who made them? First of all. Okay, because it's the greens clean. All the greens clean. And what you put up in there, okay, is it... Because it might not be smoked turkey, baby. What's up in that, child? Because people be doing all type of trickery and making their own little stuff. And I need to know what's going on because this is such a touch of J. I can't eat all that table stuff, baby. Okay. Who cooked the food, period? Yes. You know what? That's me. My grandma used to always be pulling me to the side like, stop saying stuff like that. But she taught us to say what was on our mind. She was like, say what it is. Don't be quiet. Look, I done told y'all before, when y'all out here being quiet and stuff, and you don't speak your mind, you live in bondage. Like, speak it. Like, daggone, you grown. So I would do that even as a child. I was taught to speak. Okay? Now was a time, I didn't. But for the most, I was taught to speak. And, look, this is just a test, J, baby. I'm like, who cooked the food, Grandma? Who made that? Because I don't want to eat it if it ain't right. Who them over there? Yes. Like, who's that? Okay. I don't know who that is. Cousin P. Like from off of Poetic Justice. Yes. When you get married. Why somebody always trying to figure out when you getting married? Like, you can't be like me. 43. Fabulous. Not married. Like, come on now. Look, this is just a touch of day. Sometimes you ain't supposed to get married till later on. Why you always ask these daggone questions? Chill. Y'all crazy out here. Here goes somebody else. What time is this over? I can't stand such and such and I'm ready to go. Yes, because they in there acting all extra. Some people, they got this whole thing that they do. You looking at them like, child, look at this fool right here. When is this over? Because I'm ready to go. I can't stand such and such. Yeah, that could be it. Can you please go get some ice? Child, why y'all never have ice at barbecues or shindigs or whatever's going on? Somebody ever asked y'all to go get some ice? You chilling and they talking about can you go get some ice? You like, no. I understand that. Who cooked this? Oh my gosh, yes. Who cooked this? Because this is nasty. Or who cooked this because this tastes good? Like, who made this? Child, yeah, here we go again. Who made the potato salad? Somebody said they working my nerves. Yes, they working my nerves. Yeah, that happens. Who kids are these? Who invited them? Is that pork or beef? Look, yes, because you had these kids sometimes. Everybody don't, train their kids up the way that they supposed to go so they don't depart from the Lord. Okay? Some of these kids bad. They out here running around messing with you. You like, leave me alone. It's hot. Or, you trying to live your best life, living fabulous and all of that. And here they go. And right, is this beef or pork? First of all, is it turkey or is it veggie? Too, because I don't have time for that. But they out there asking them questions because you need to know. People don't tell you. They don't put no labels on it and just bring it and sit it there. Here goes somebody right here. Do they have manners? Do they have discipline? Yeah, these kids don't be having no type of manners or discipline. Whose kids are those over there? Yeah, cousin who? I'm so tired, but I got here. Yes. You worked all day, but they like, don't miss it. You get there, you like, child, I'm tired. But I got here, so where the food at? What's going on? What we doing tonight? Or whatever the day. You tired, but you got there. This was somebody saying, damn, ain't no more food. Child, listen here. Right, you go somewhere. You out all day. Okay, you out doing what it is that you do. Shining on them because they hate it, baby. You get there. You like, damn, ain't no more food. Ain't no food. You ain't eat. You was waiting. And they ain't even say you a plate of nothing. I know what you talking about, baby. This is just a touch J. Okay? I know. Look, y'all just trying to put it out there in pieces form with these questions. You still single when you get married? Always. If you single when you getting married, and if in a relationship, where is your boyfriend? And if you married, when y'all having a baby? Oh my gosh, yes. People are so nosy. Shell, they always want to know something. Yes. I'm hungry. Yeah, that's the number one thing they say too. I'm hungry. Somebody put laughing out loud. So how are the kids? They definitely got to ask that. Because, that's an open-ended question. How are the kids? So you can say how the kids are going, and then they going to ask you something else. Shell, who made this shit? Somebody said, where the bar? Yes, where the drinks at? I done had a rough day today. What y'all got going on? Where is the bar at? Like, where is it at? Is it free? Do I got to pay? Yes, child. Look, take a look at that. Hold on. Oh, where's the DJ? Why are we listening to the radio? First of all, I ain't never been nowhere like that. We got to listen to the radio. I don't know about the pieces. I'm sorry. But I could imagine somebody saying that. Look, I don't know, though. Look, I ain't going nowhere where it's a whole radio playing. I need the whole DJ. Are we playing cards, board games, etc.? Who got next? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Because, our thing is Uno. It's like, yo, what's popping? What's going on? Like, what y'all out here doing? Like, oh, y'all out there, y'all think y'all this stuff? Okay, I got next. Yeah, Uno is the thing. Okay, this is what somebody else says. Somebody said, you want to ride with me to whatever, I guess the next event. Why is there no swimming pool? Are they coming early this year? Where's the aluminum foil? Oh, can I taste test this? Yeah, let me know what you think. That's what somebody said. I ain't really feeling that one. Oh my gosh, when somebody asks you about your employment, like, so where you working now? Are you still at the same place? Did the store open yet? What time is the food served? Yeah, people always want to know what's going on. Like, did you do what it is that you were supposed to do? That's when you know they hate them, when they all up in your comments and stuff, trying to figure out what's going on. Like, yo, you said you was going to be doing this, but did you do that yet? That ain't nothing but a hater, y'all. And this is just a touch of J. I just had to put that out there in pieces for y'all, okay? Because people be hating. But that's it. So what are the questions that y'all would ask? I think the number one question that I would ask is, who made the food? Yeah, I've always asked that. Who made the sweet potato pies and the pies and stuff? I need to know who made the pies and the potato salad, because I don't have and the macaroni and cheese, because I'm not eating it if it's nasty. Look, that's all of us. We go to my grandma's house. We like, Grandma, you made the macaroni. Look, it been a couple times Grandma macaroni ain't been hitting, okay? And we like this, Grandma, what happened? She like, look, I went ahead and I used this type of pasta. We like, Grandma, don't do that no more. She tried to do that gluten-free and all that stuff. Shout out to you, Grandma Satterfield. We like, don't do it. Y'all know I ain't lying. Okay, that's like my number one question, though. All of us are like this. Who made this and who made that? Because it's like we ain't touching it if it ain't right. Okay, and this is just a touch of J. This is Comment Creeping Saturdays. What are y'all out here asking when you go to the shindigs? When you go to these little barbecues? What's your question? Huh? What's up? Okay, this is just a touch of J, baby. I just had to put it out there in peace for you. So call in. Let me know, because y'all might have some questions that I didn't even answer. Some questions that nobody put out there. Okay? Look. Okay? Like this right here. I didn't even know that he was dating a he. Oh, I didn't know she was dating a she. Okay? Look, y'all. Woo, child. Dang, they lost weight. Okay. Who car is dead? Stuff like that. Y'all always asking some crazy questions. Like I said, this is just a touch of J. It's Comment Creeping Saturdays. And we had, a good post this week. It was basically just about, commonly asked questions. At a family reunion, a cookout, a barbecue, a shindig. What's going on. Look, I know one of my cousins, like actually basically all of them. Shout out to y'all on the Harris side, the Hamilton side, Dunlap, yeah. Because we always wind up going back to my cousin's house and then they start asking a bunch of sex questions, child. And it turns into all type of stuff. And you know what's so crazy about it? For some reason, it always comes back to me. Because they know I don't know nothing about no regular sex and stuff like that. Look, this is just a touch of baby. I'm trying to put out there a pizza for y'all. It's a bunch of questions that people just answer. Y'all call in and let me know your most commonly asked question. Barbecues, shindigs, cookouts. Let me know. Little family gatherings, little get-togethers. What are y'all asking? Okay, what are y'all asking? Because this is just a touch of J, baby. I want to put this out there in pieces for them. All right? So I hope y'all enjoyed this Saturday. Comment Creeping Saturdays. Comment Creeping Saturdays. I hope y'all liked it. All right? So look, let me see how I'm going to end this. How y'all want me to end this? Child. Y'all make me go like this, huh? Y'all want me to go like this? Who is this? Come on, y'all. What is this? What is this? What is this, baby? Huh? This is just a touch of J. Y'all know I put this out there in pieces for you. Y'all want me to end it like that? Huh? Look, man, listen. What do I always tell y'all? Don't let nobody make you think that you ain't thorough and that you ain't wise. Because y'all are thorough and y'all are wise. And don't make yourself think that you ain't thorough or wise. People, let me tell y'all something real quick. People sometimes, they think that, when they do certain things, that you going to think that you ain't thorough and wise. Y'all better let them know. Just as Jay told y'all to shine on them. Because they hate it, baby. And y'all got to be out here living your best life, doing what it is that you do. Forget everybody else. All right, forget that. Look, spread love, what I tell y'all, because it's the Brooklyn way. And this is just a touch of J. What I tell you, I put it out there in pieces for them. Y'all got to put it out there in pieces for them. Look, because y'all thorough and y'all wise, all right? And then, the last thing. I love y'all. And this is just a touch of J, baby. That's it. It's Comment Creeping Saturdays, man. Call in. Let me know what y'all asking. Give me these questions, man. I would love to hear them. I love y'all. Babies. Yeah, man. I got some other stuff coming to y'all too. Make sure y'all are checking it out on the Just a Touch of J mobile app. Shout out to UB Break Radio, Reach One Communications Network. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's out there supporting your girl. I love you. Make sure y'all are checking out the podcast tomorrow too. Y'all want to know what that's about? Yes, baby. It's about Noah. Noah's Ark. The story in the Bible and how you need to go ahead and be like Noah so the rain can come. Yes, baby. It's coming. All right. And for the last time, this is just a touch of J. I just had to put that out there in pieces for you. Okay? That's it. Until next time, baby. I'll holler at you.